Can a Ryzen 5 5600G with its built-in Vega 7 graphics actually run Resonance, a Plague Tale Legacy at 1080p? No dedicated graphics card, no RTX, no RX, just an APU and 32 gigabytes of dual-channel RAM. Today, we're pushing this system through 5 different configurations, from low settings with FSR Quality all the way down to FSR Ultra Performance. And yes, frame generation is on. But there's something important you need to know. Because I'm recording this benchmark, the system is losing around 5 FPS compared to running the game without screen recording. So I'll show you exactly what we're getting during recording, and I'll also tell you the estimated performance without the recording. So, can Vega 7 survive Resonance, a Plague Tale Legacy at 1080p? Let's find out. You're watching Ghost Benchmark. I'm Ghost, and this is another extreme APU benchmark. Before we jump into the benchmark, let's quickly go over the system we're testing. Our CPU is the AMD Ryzen 5 5600G, featuring the integrated Radeon Vega 7 graphics. And yes, there is no dedicated GPU in this system. For memory, we have 32 gigabytes of DDR4 running at 3200 MHz in dual-channel mode. The motherboard is the MSI B550M PRO-VDH Wi-Fi. Storage is a 500 Gigabyte SSD, and we're running Windows 11 Pro. The most important part here is the graphics solution. Everything you're about to see is being rendered by the integrated Vega 7 GPU inside the Ryzen 5 5600G. So if you're using a similar APU system, this benchmark should give you a pretty good idea of what to expect.
For every test, we're using 1080p resolution. We're keeping the testing conditions consistent, and we're changing only the settings needed for each configuration. Frame generation is enabled in every test. And because the benchmark is being recorded, performance is approximately 5 FPS lower than what I get when playing without the screen recorder. So keep that in mind when looking at the numbers. The FPS numbers I'm showing on screen are the recorded benchmark results, and I'll also give you the approximate performance you can expect without recording. Let's start with our first test. First up, we're starting with the most balanced image quality option. Everything is set to low, we're running at 1080p, and FSR is set to quality.
It won't take long.
Frame generation is also enabled. This should give us the best visual quality among the FSR presets we're testing. And immediately, you can see that the Vega 7 is working extremely hard. We're sitting around the low to mid-20s in demanding areas. Our minimum FPS is 22. The average is around 25 to 32 FPS. And the maximum we recorded was 29 FPS. Remember, we're recording the benchmark right now. Without the screen recorder, we're seeing roughly 5 FPS more. That means the approximate performance can move toward 27 FPS minimum, around 30 to 32 FPS average, and roughly 34 FPS maximum, depending on the scene. For an integrated GPU, that's actually pretty interesting. The biggest advantage of FSR quality here is image quality. We're still getting a relatively clean image compared to the more aggressive FSR modes. But the problem is that demanding scenes can push the Vega 7 into the low 20s. So if you're playing this way, expect some dips during heavier scenes.
Just let us pass. It'll be faster. Another one? Oh, it never ends. It will soon. I'll carve you up! No carnival for them. Come on, we've got our free pass to the gate. All right, together. That's one thing done.
Now it's my move. Almost. Yes. Time to join the festivities.
It's all I've been waiting for. This is it. We need to shed some weight. Now, masks on. Look at the cloth on the barrel. They've placed these to guide us. We follow them straight through to the church.
The path's all laid out, huh? Easy. After you.
Thank you. Another piece of cloth right there.
Wildest thing we've ever done.
Yes, it's our best shot.
So serious. And you've got the easiest part.
Great reminder. The church, right ahead.
Child's play, right?
All authorized boats have a permit. Show us yours.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine, really. It's the spirit of the carnival.
That's enough. Yes, Mum. We don't have time for that, remember?
FSR quality looks the best, but performance is definitely limited. If you're prioritizing visual quality and you're willing to accept lower FPS, this is the preset to start with.
Now we're moving one step down. Everything remains on low, resolution stays at 1080p, but we're changing FSR from quality to balanced. This gives the GPU a little more breathing room, and we can immediately see the difference in performance. Our minimum FPS has increased to 25 FPS. Average performance is now around 27 to 29 FPS, and the maximum reaches 32 FPS. Again, because we're recording, we're losing approximately 5 FPS. Without recording, you're looking at roughly 30 FPS minimum, around 32 to 34 FPS average, and up to approximately 37 FPS maximum. That's a noticeable improvement over FSR quality. The interesting part is that we're still maintaining 1080p output. The internal rendering resolution is lower, but the final image is reconstructed back to 1080p. For a Vega 7 system, that extra performance can make demanding areas feel more manageable.
Time for my part at the church.
I could use a break. But not tonight.
Tattoos.
I know a way around.
You sure?
Trust me. This way. This should take us to the church.
How did you even know about this?
I like to know my city. Never know when you'll need a quick escape route.
I'm lucky you're here.
Took you 3 years to realize that.
I knew from the start. There it is. The church. Well done.
Where has she gone? She was just here.
FSR Balanced is already a much more practical option. You're giving up some image quality compared to quality mode, but you're gaining valuable performance. If FSR quality feels too heavy on your system, Balanced is definitely worth trying.
Now we're getting more aggressive. FSR is going from balanced to performance. Everything else stays exactly the same. 1080p output, low graphics, and frame generation enabled. And this is where the Vega 7 starts getting some much-needed breathing room. Our minimum FPS rises to 26 FPS. Average performance is now around 28 to 30 FPS. And the maximum reaches 34 FPS. Without the screen recorder, we're gaining roughly another 5 FPS. So we're looking at approximately 31 FPS minimum, around 33 to 35 FPS average, and close to 39 FPS maximum. That's a pretty significant improvement compared to FSR quality. But there is a trade-off. The more aggressive the upscaling becomes, the more image quality we start giving away. Fine details can become softer, distant objects aren't sharp, and the overall image isn't quite as clean as FSR quality. But if your priority is simply getting more performance out of Vega 7, this mode starts making a lot of sense.
Now, where's Ezra's signal? And that's one. Done. Your turn now. Irene, come on. Perfect. That should empty the soldier's arsenal.
Up, just like we planned. Soon enough, those vermin will be wiped out for good.
No.
I wish I'd seen their faces at the arsenal.
The arsenal. It's a trap. Someone betrayed us.
Lock the area. Make sure no plunderer shows themselves here.
They need help. Who could have betrayed us? God damn it.
I've got you.
I can't reach him.
Hiding won't save you.
How about this? Good riddance.
And that's squealing already. Won't take long. Finally got where we want. Couple like this. She's one of them.
Let me through. Save us some time.
Filthy trash.
They sealed off the whole area. They were ready. They knew our plan. I hope it's not too late.
What are you doing here?
Out of the way. Come on. They knew. They trapped us. Who did this? Who set us up? Come on, come on. Hold on. I'm here.
There's another one. What are you doing here?
I couldn't leave you behind.
I'm in cover. Just a few more seconds.
Ezra, you alright?
Don't worry about me. Keep fighting. Don't leave us alive. Keep fighting. Don't let them break us. We should never have come here. It's madness.
Test 3 verdict. FSR Performance is a strong choice if FPS matters more than image quality. And on a system without a dedicated GPU, that can be a very reasonable compromise.
Murder!
And now, we're going all the way. FSR Ultra Performance. Everything is still on low. Resolution is still set to 1080p, and frame generation remains enabled. This is the setting where we're sacrificing the most image quality for performance. But look at what happens to the numbers. Our minimum FPS jumps to 31 FPS. Average performance reaches around 37 to 39 FPS, and the maximum hits 40 FPS. And remember, that's while recording. Without the screen recorder, we're looking at approximately 36 FPS minimum, around 42 to 44 FPS average, and potentially around 45 FPS maximum. That's a massive improvement compared to our FSR quality test. But there is one very obvious downside. The image is noticeably softer. At 1080p output, you're still getting a 1080p signal, but the game is doing much more aggressive reconstruction. Fine details, foliage, textures, and distant objects can lose clarity. So while the FPS numbers look much better, this isn't necessarily the setting I would choose if image quality is important to you.
Stop her, now!
You'll bleed first.
Stop her, now!
You'll bleed first.
You'll show your friends again!
For my gang, you'll pay!
Give us back the key, now!
They died for this! You won't stop me! I'll drown you in your own blood! You should run while you still can. I'll kill you all! Rot here!
Count your dead, thief. Soon you'll be one more.
Try me. You're slow.
You won't keep that chest.
Try taking it from my cold hands. Yes! Bleed! Choke on it!
Quick! Don't let her escape! Stop her, now! Don't let her reach the top!
Quick! The dogs. Ready. Come on.
Release this. Did you see anyone pass through here? Tell me now.
Sophia? What happened? It was a trap. They were waiting for us. Where are the others? Ezra's dead, Lenny. They're all dead. Move! Oh, wait, we have to tell everyone now! Yes, you're right. Already in the den. They'll burn it all. We should turn back. Let me off here. What are you doing? You'll get yourself killed. I can't let them do this. It's too late. I need to make sure Pharaoh kept the book safe. I'll wait for you here. Do not let that out of your sight.
system is struggling and you simply want the highest possible playable performance, FSR Ultra Performance is clearly the FPS winner. Now for the configuration I'm personally most interested in. This is our custom preset. Instead of simply lowering everything to low, I've kept the settings that matter most for visual quality slightly higher. Textures are set to high, depth of field is set to medium, and the remaining graphic settings stay on low. We're also using FSR Quality with frame generation enabled. The goal here is simple: get better looking graphics without completely destroying performance. And this is where the results get interesting. Our minimum FPS is 21. Average performance sits around 23 to 26 FPS, and the maximum reaches 27 FPS. Because we're recording, we're losing approximately 5 FPS. Without the screen recorder, that puts us around 26 FPS minimum, roughly 28 to 31 FPS average, and around 32 FPS maximum. So yes, the performance is lower than our low plus FSR quality configuration, but look at the image quality. The high texture setting gives the environment more detail. Objects look more defined, surfaces have more visual information, and the game simply feels less visually compromised. And because we're only increasing selected settings instead of everything, we're able to maintain a surprisingly respectable performance level. This is basically a quality-focused custom preset for people who don't want the entire game to look like everything has been turned down as far as possible.
Been here.
Come quick! Before the whole place comes down!
I'll make you bleed for what you did! Die! All of you! I need to get out! Now!
Should have known! You betrayed me!
What? It's not...
I saw you take my book!
Barrow! Listen to me!
I've heard enough lies! You sold me to the army!
I did not! I took the book to protect it!
So if you're playing on a similar Vega 7 system, this is probably the most interesting configuration to experiment
This
with.
island has
You're sacrificing some FPS, but you're getting a better looking game in return. So let's put everything together. Our FSR Quality Low preset delivered 22 FPS minimum, 27 to 29 FPS average, and 29 FPS maximum. FSR Balanced increased that to 25 FPS minimum, 27 to 29 FPS average, and 32 FPS maximum. FSR Performance pushed us to 26 FPS minimum, 28 to 30 FPS average, and 34 FPS maximum. And then we have the big jump with FSR Ultra Performance, 31 FPS minimum, 37 to 39 FPS average, and 40 FPS maximum. Finally, our custom visual quality preset delivered 21 FPS minimum, 23 to 26 FPS average, and 27 FPS maximum. So which one should you actually use? For best image quality, I'd go with low plus FSR quality. It gives you the cleanest image out of the low presets while still maintaining playable performance with frame generation. For the best balance between visuals and performance, FSR Balanced is probably the sweet spot. You're gaining FPS without going as aggressive as Performance or Ultra Performance. And if you just want the highest FPS possible, FSR Ultra Performance wins. The numbers are significantly higher, but you're gonna sacrifice image quality. And if you want the game to look better without turning everything up, try the Custom preset. High textures, medium depth of field, everything else low, and FSR quality. It's slower, but visually it's a much more interesting setup.
Important note about frame generation. One important thing before we finish. All of these tests use frame generation on. So don't look at the FPS number alone and assume the GPU is actually rendering every one of those frames natively. Frame generation creates additional frames to improve perceived smoothness. The underlying rendered FPS can still be significantly lower. That's especially important on an integrated GPU like Vega 7. So while frame generation helps the presentation feel smoother, it doesn't magically turn the Vega 7 into a high-end gaming GPU. For competitive games, latency-sensitive gaming, or situations where the base FPS is extremely low, the experience can still vary. But for a cinematic single-player game like this, frame generation can make a noticeable difference in perceived smoothness.
So, can the Ryzen 5 5600G Vega 7 run Resonance, a Plague Tale Legacy at 1080p? The answer is yes, but you need the right settings. If you're willing to use low graphics and aggressive upscaling, the Vega 7 can push into the 30+ FPS range, especially with frame generation. Our highest recorded result was 40 FPS using low settings with FSR Ultra Performance. And without the screen recorder, we're seeing roughly 5 FPS more. But if you care about image quality, FSR Quality or Balanced makes much more sense. And our custom preset proves that you don't necessarily have to turn absolutely everything down. You can keep high textures and medium depth of field while keeping the heavier settings low. So for an APU-only gaming system, I'm actually pretty impressed. And that's the Resonance, a Plague Tale Legacy benchmark on the Ryzen 5 5600G Vega 7. Now, I want to know what you think. Would you play this game at FSR Quality, go for the higher FPS with Ultra Performance, or create your own custom preset? Let me know your settings in the comments. And if you're running the same Ryzen 5 5600G Vega 7, another APU, or even an older integrated GPU, tell me your specs. If this benchmark helped you, hit that like button. Share this video with someone trying to game without a dedicated GPU. And if you're new here, subscribe to Ghost Benchmark, because we're constantly pushing budget hardware to its limits. I'm Ghost, and remember, you don't always need a powerful GPU. Sometimes you just need the right settings. I'll see you in the next benchmark.